and welcome back to Lauderhill TV. I am your host, Melissa J. Without further ado, let me bring up Mr. Ricky Rowe. How you doing, Ricky?
Jesus, considering the circumstances and the weather just a blue cool outside, I am doing wonderful.
But how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful, Melissa. And you?
I'm good, you know.
Ricky Rowe is originally from a wonderful place in Jamaica called Portland, parish of Portland. Born and bred, grew up, went to the Edna Manley College, studied, got into theater, got into movies, got into commercials, migrated to the UK, did a host of other stuff in the UK. And from then it has just been wonderful.
That's great. I didn't know you spent time in the UK. How long were you in the UK for?
I lived in the UK for 12 and a half years.
Really? Which part?
London.
You lived in London. Nice. Excellent. That's very interesting to know.
You get me. You get me though.
I get me now. I get you, man. I get you, man. Edit though.
In it, way.
I love it. That's great. That's good to know.
And from there, honestly, I've been in a host of productions. I've worked with some of the greatest that you can think of. I developed myself in terms of writing, in terms of directing, in terms of producing, and acting has always been just a wonderful thing for me, because I love comedy. First of all, I love comedy. I'm able to do anything, but comedy is my main staple because, sometimes we just need to just take out the seriousness off our face and just laugh.
Yeah, that's good. We need to laugh. It's good. It's good therapy. It's good remedy. People just to laugh and have a good time. It sometimes makes things better, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, of course.
All right. So you're here in particular to. So Kirk is going in it.
In it, mate. In it.
Acne Empire.
You get me down.
Okay, that's nice.
Big up all of the English, the British in the house, yeah.
In it though, right? There's actually quite a lot of British here in South Florida. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, I didn't know that. I had no idea.
Do you live in South Florida?
Yes, I do.
That's nice. So you're here to talk about a particular play. Talk about
this
play.
So this production is called Contestant 69. None other than Andrea Del Cita, right? Written by herself, all right? And I got the call whether or not I would be available to be a part of it. Instantly, I said yes, because I've always admired Andrea. I've been watching her and watch all of her work from then until now, and I said, what, the moment the offer came, I said, what, let me just do it, because you might not have another chance to do it. So I jumped on board, and the rest basically is we've just been trying to get it together, put everything together to make certain that we have a production that is worthy of the South London crowd. South London people, I realize that they're kind of a different kind of people. Yeah.
You need to write a play based on your London experience. All right. So give us some premises about the play. What should people expect coming up this weekend, right? And tell us where and when and all of those good things.
Well, look here. If you know Del Cita, you have to expect Del Cita. That's basically it. Del Cita is the headliner for the show. Yeah. So you know that you're going to get Del Cita. You're not getting Andrea right. If you know Andrea right, you're not getting she. You're getting Del Cita. And one thing that she does is she makes certain that you're fully entertained.
Right.
So if you're looking for entertainment, definitely come out and see Contestant 69. We have the wonderful Gracie. We have Marsha. I worked with Gracie before. We did we did productions in Jamaica together, and we also did 2 productions at the Lauderhill Performing Arts Center together for Bulana Party and Dirty Money. So
Oh.
I know Gracie. I know that Gracie is very good when it comes onto her feet. I've never worked with Marsha before, but from being in rehearsals with her, I can tell that she have a ton of heat. You know, so it's a comedy. It also has some very realistic points because it deals with the areas such as real estate and all of that. So persons who, you know, you might get a little piece of land or a house or something like that, but you don't know how to go about getting it in your name, and you don't know if you have a title, and you don't know all them stuff. So it deals with the legalities of all of that, and it deals with it in a comedic way, you know,
Right.
because oftentimes in Jamaica you have deadlift property. And then you have cousin a fight feet, uncle a fight feet, brother tell you say, boy, a long time me live in it and you can't come here now, come over. So, you know, it deals with it in that sense. But then there's also a flip side to the whole show where there is I don't know if I can give away too much of it. I don't want to, but at the same time, there's a flip side to it because if you listen to the name, it says contestant. It's not a contestant for the house, it's a contestant for a pageant. And Delsita is actually trying to be a beauty queen. I don't know if you know see Delsita. You don't know that one day I go work out, but she a compete for beauty.
Listen, it sounds like a fun type of play. You know, of course, it's comedy. It's got to be funny. I've seen you guys in clips, real funny, and the acting is tight. The acting is really up there. So I got to give you a props for that.
It's you have all professionals. The 28th of September, which is this weekend, this Sunday. It's at the Lauderhill Performing Arts Center, 3800 Northwest 11th Place, Lauderhill. Right down there, so R441, can't miss it. I'm a second home that I'm there constantly. So, you know, if you know Ricky Rowe, you know that I'm always at the Lauderhill Performing Arts Center.
Yes.
Every now and again, you see me pop up. So it's right there. And I know that Lauderhill now is getting very active with plays. So you're definitely going to get something, which is wonderful. Come out, enjoy yourself, buy your tickets. No, I don't want you to hear nobody. I say, boy, Ricky, and people start calling me already. I don't have no ticket. I'm telling you, no, I don't have no ticket. Everybody are calling me, Ricky, no, I don't have none. Honestly, I don't have it. You know, tell a friend, if you tell a friend, everybody come out, come enjoy yourself. Just go enjoy. You're gonna laugh till your belly button bust.
All right, Ricky, I'm gonna give you the same privilege. You can do your 1 minute pitch for the show. I'm gonna time you, and we can use this again. Go for it, brother.
I want to say this weekend, Sunday, 28th. Right at the Lauderhill Performing Arts Center. It's a play for the entire family. Nobody is not excluded. You can bring he, she, the old lady, the young ones. It's called Contestant 69, starring Delsita, featuring Ricky Rowe, Gracie and Watson, Marsha. Trust me, come out and see it. You don't want to miss it, man. Get to the tickets now. Tickets are still available, but them are go fast. Let me say fast, I mean fast. Whenever see when the horse and go on the track and they say, and you might get your set, go, come and get your tickets them now. Who don't want to get left out of a race? Come this weekend. And it's one show only. It's not two, one show only. Well, if you don't pack up the theater and it's still over, you might get 1.5. So, but come on.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Ricky Rowe. Good to see you, and it's good to meet you last week again. I know I met you before at the museum for something.
That was the first time up by the library there. That was a good event.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
It's always a pleasure meeting you.
Okay.
Always a pleasure.
Take care, my friend. And break your leg, as they say, all right?
You can broke couple legs.
All right, bye.
Thank you very much, Melissa. Have a wonderful evening.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right.